Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Jam Enslaver Plays Shadow of the Colossus. This is episode 3. 2 down, and some number to go. Oh right. It's going to take me a while to remember how to control this horse properly. For those of you who watched episode 2 will know, I had a little bit of a technical problem halfway through. Didn't seem to affect the video too much. Let's see where we're going. That direction. Oh, behind us again? Hang on a sec. Let's get our bearings here before we set off. Okay, back that way again. Okay. Yeah, had a little bit of a technical hitch. Computer overheated and shut itself down midway through the recording. Didn't seem to affect things too badly. Managed to just close up the edges of the video, as it were. Hopefully that's not going to happen too many times. I'm hopeful, since today is much cooler than it was on that particular day, that this recording will be interrupted, but who knows. That has also prompted me to actually start the process of getting a new computer. I've got the parts ordered for that. I'll have more details about what that is for those who are interested in like what my recording setup is. I keep I write posts about all the videos that I make. I'm just going to perch up here and just see. Where does it want me to go? You need to stop, horse. You need to stop. I seem to have trouble making him come to a dead stop. Do I need to just... Okay, I actually need to hold... Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually need to hold. That's weird. No. Oh, I can pat him. That's nice. Good horse. Okay, but what I actually want is to do this. Over there. Okay. Okay, well I think I can go across that same bridge that I went across before and just take a left at the fork instead of a right. So let's do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna be building a new computer here. So I'm gonna have details. Oh, that's a cliff. Can't go that way. I'm gonna have details of that on the production blog, which if you're interested in learning a bit about how I make these videos and what my recording setup is and some of the trials and tribulations I go through trying to get this recording setup working and that kind of thing. I did quite a lot of prep, especially for this video series, because this was like a slightly different way of recording video than what I usually do in my usual videos. You can read it there, and that's if you're interested, that's jamenslaver.blogspot.com, and there'll be links in the YouTube description, all that stuff. So you guys can read about it if you're interested. Anyway, we are gonna truck along here and just see what we can see what we can find off in this direction. Alright, which way? This way? This way. Alright. Yeah, it's been quite some time since I have had a new computer. I mean, I've got laptops and that kind of thing before. That is something that I have upgraded, and I have put some new parts into this particular computer, but I bought this when... I bought this computer about 8.5 years ago, and it was a really expensive computer at the time. It cost me about £2,000. I was living in England at the time. The new parts that I've sourced, I'm not getting an entirely new computer. I won't go into all the details of exactly what I've got. You can read that stuff on the blog. But the stuff that I've sourced for the new stuff is costing me about $700. And admittedly, it's not enough to build an entirely new computer. Oh, here we go. It's not enough to build an entirely new computer. I am reusing some parts that are not quite so old, but yeah, the the price difference is quite amazing, especially if you adjust for inflation and adjust for the fact that the that 2,000 is in pounds and not even in dollars. Okay, well, it looks like I have to go up there, so I'm gonna... Wow, I jumped really high off the horse. So is this other... I don't remember there being much swimming in this game, but here we are. Yeah, just head up to this ramp. Can I tap the button to go fast? Oh, I can... Well, apparently I can jump Can I... okay. Nope, okay, I guess this is just how fast he swims. Maybe if I make him put the sword away, he'll swim faster. Because then he doesn't have to be holding one arm out to the side the whole time. Doesn't seem to make a difference, so well, whatever. Some cool structures in this game, from what I remember. Let's just make sure I'm going in the right direction. Okay. Oh, well, the sword seems to think I'm where I need to be, so... oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, like one of the things that the Team Eco games really nails from what I've... ooh, is that a jump I have to make? Jeez, okay. One of the things that Team Eco really nails... okay, there we go. That wasn't actually that bad. Is like this sort of abandoned desolation. Ooh. Like this sort of abandoned structure kind of aesthetic. And they do it in a very specific way. There are quite a lot of games that have sort of done that sort of, oh, civilization used to be here thing in the past. Can I get up here? Oh yes, I can. I've done that sort of ruined civilization thing in the past. Darksiders, the Darksiders series in particular, did that especially well. But no one really does it like these Team Eco. They're sort of, everything is all very big, almost like Lovecraftian, like everything's very solid and made of stone. Okay, I suspected it was going to be this guy. That statue that we saw at the end of the last episode with that sword, maybe you remember this. Yeah, this is one of the fights I actually vaguely do remember. And what I'm remembering here is I think I have to get him to swing at me and then I can climb up his sword. I mean, it probably will be a good enough clue that his arm, the arm holding the sword, is big and hairy and obviously grabbable. Alright. Well, before I do that, I should check to see, okay. Middle, oh, on the, chest, okay. Cool, oh boy, here he goes. Whoa, okay. Aha, can I climb? Nope, nope, can't do that. Whoa. So something that this game does or has to contend with, which isn't really much of a problem in games anymore, it's not something that you really see in games criticism talked about much, is the camera. I mean, it used to be, especially in the early days of 3D games. Okay, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? In the early days of 3D games, especially before like the idea of the dual analog stick, with the left analog stick being the movement and the right analog stick being the camera control. Like, the camera was often a big issue and it was really hard to get right. We saw it a little bit in the previous episode, when I was trying to do some things that the game obviously didn't think I was supposed to be doing, like trying to shoot that Colossus. Ooh, okay, hello. Can I just climb up his... nope. When I was trying to shoot the Colossus in the eye at point-blank range with my bow, and that was... I guess not something that the game was expecting, the camera went a little bit wonky. And this game, I mean, this game does have camera control, like I can do, look, I can look wherever I want. I mean, I've talked about it already. Can I climb up here? Do I have to? Nope, okay. Maybe when he's doing that I can do something else. Maybe I just have to run further away from him. I seem to remember there's something to do with the sword. Like, at the moment he's sort of doing these sort of short thrusts downwards at me. I can't really go much further this way. His legs do look very climbable as well, so maybe... There's not, honestly, there's not that much room up here. I keep worrying that I'm going to fall off the edge by just running too far. But I kind of want to keep an eye on him because I'm looking for an opening here. And, well, it seems like running away from him isn't doing what I wanted to do. I swear that there's like he does an overhand swing and that allows you to run up the sword. But maybe I need to look for something else first, maybe... Whoa, okay. Whoa, actually did some damage. Okay. Let's turn my sword here and let's figure out what we're doing. Actually, you know, his feet don't look very climbable at all. He's got like those big round feet without many, without really much in the way of a handhold. Maybe I can shoot him with the bow. Oh, well, he's stomping. I actually seem to gain that health back. I guess my health recharges. It's not really been an issue up until this point. Well, it's still not really an issue. Alright, let's run over here. Let's get some distance, and I'll try using... Well, let's see. Okay, so there's one there. Can I just shoot that? And there's... Okay, one on the head. Yeah, seems... Okay, alright, so he's doing the thing now. Oh, can I... Nope. Okay, that was not it. Maybe I can just shoot him. Oh, here we go. Wait, nope, no. Oh, okay. The armor it wears seems brittle. Just trying to run up and smack it with a sword. Can I just shoot it? It's actually a bit of drop on these arrows. Oh, a little bit, not a huge amount. Oh, what's that on the back? Can I shoot the leg bits? Oh, okay. This is probably what I'm looking for. I need to get him to slam the sword down on this thing, and maybe that'll dislodge some of the armor. Okay. There we go, that's the overhand strike I was waiting for. He's like, oh crap, well, I've done it now. Alright. There we are. Alright, now is he gonna do more swings? Yeah, we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get closer. Hop! Run. Oh no, this is not gonna go well. Oh, okay. Well, that works, I guess. Alright. Come on. Let's get to some fur and start climbing. It's kind of ape-like, this guy. Like these big, long, but still kind of lanky arms kind of remind me of like a gorilla or something. I guess it's the most sort of human one that we've seen before. Okay, right on the top of the head. Okay, I can do this. And then there was one in the middle of the chest. I'm not sure how we're going to get to that one. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If we come to it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. I'm just going to stand on the head for a bit. Whew. Okay. There we go. Wait. That didn't do any damage. Why not? Do I need to get him to like dislodge? Whoop! See, that was almost very bad. Do I just? I guess I just missed. Okay, let's try this. Nope. Well, I mean, There we go. Okay, I guess I've just been missing, but it seemed to be giving off like a gas when I was hitting it before. Oof. Okay, okay, this is, yep. Alright, well it's happened now, so I guess I'm not afraid of that. It actually didn't take off too much damage falling from that high. Do I need to get around here again? I need to get away from him a little bit more. Let's try standing on this plate again. That seemed to work for the last time. Here we go. Okay, good. There we go. Alright, so I think... Okay. Well, I misjudged that. Huh, it's funny because the last time I was way too far away from him. Well, I wasn't too far away, but I felt like I was too far away. Alright. I think I need to just run like this. I need to run sideways. There we are. There we are. Okay. Nope. Okay. I guess I need... No. Well, I guess that time he hit the hard disc. Need to get him to sort of lodge the sword in the ground so that he has trouble getting it up. Then I can take advantage like this. Alright, run. Climb. Grab. Grab! What? This is actually not looking so good. Okay. Anyway, so I was talking about the camera. So it's interesting because, yeah, this game does have like manual camera controls, like I can move the camera as much as I like, but it does take a decent amount of the control away from you, and it almost feels like it harkens back to that point, whereas the responsibility for the camera lay more with the developer than with the player. And I mean, it kind of makes sense because it has to do a lot, like it has to do a lot to keep in view, because thinking about it, the thing that you're trying to do in this game depends very greatly on keeping both a very small thing and a very large thing in frame, and having like different context. Like at certain points you need to see different things. Gosh, this is... He's not having any of it. He's not swinging at me. Oh, I guess the more I run around like this, the more my health seems to be recharging, so I guess that's good. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, come on. Alright. Whoa. Oh gosh. Whew. Okay, grab on. There we go. Alright, let's climb back up. Yeah, because at its heart, this is a platform game, really. It's about figuring out the puzzle of how do I climb up onto this thing. Speaking of which, maybe I can just... Okay, yeah, see, there was an instance where the entire level moved, and the camera did not quite keep up in the way you would really want, but it's actually alright. Alright, I have to just rest here for a moment. Get my grip meter back. Alright, here we go. Yeah, and maybe some of that is also because, you know, as a player in 2016, I'm used to having responsibility for the camera, but this game from 2005 is kind of fighting me a little bit, because it's like, I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. So it's almost like it's caught in this middle stage. Okay, are you gonna behave? Oh, that barely did any damage. Alright, I need to rest here. Let's just dip down to the shoulders for just a moment. Okay, that was a good hit. Still trying to figure out get the exact idea of the cadence of when I can use the sword. I mean, obviously it must be like when my character is stable, but it's sometimes not immediately obvious because his hands do flail around a lot when he's being shaken around. Alright, I'm just gonna take a quick break. Okay, I do actually have to climb up his head, I can't just run. I guess I could jump, but that feels like that would be just asking for trouble. Okay, here we go. Come on. Maybe I'm just being too impatient. Maybe I just need to be like, okay, let's just hold on here, and eventually he'll stop shaking me. Okay, that's another hit. Come on. Okay, and then back off. Okay. Oh boy. Ooh. He almost tried to grab me there with his hand. That's a scary thought. I need to get back on his shoulders. Quick! Okay, hi there. Ooh. Oh boy, down I go. Alright. Okay, let's try not to get squashed here. Okay. Maybe I should try for the one in his chest. Oh, he's gonna hit the... Yeah, that was a mistake. Alright. See if he'll swing again if I just stand here. No, wait, I don't want him to swing there, I want him to swing over here. Come on. What are you doing? There we go. Alright. So sort of run in a little arc like this and sort of head back towards the center. There we go. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's just hang on here and wait for him to pull us up. That seems to be it's not quite as exciting as running along the length of the sword before he moves it, but it seems to work a bit better. It's a bit safer. I do still have a decent amount of grip here, so I can just sidle along the side here. Alright, let's get up. There we go. Okay. So his... Nope, that was the wrong way. Yeah, so the wall jumping is something that I need to... I mean, I guess I need to just get used to that, don't I? Where it's like you hold in the direction, and then he kind of launches himself, and you at the same point have to make sure you let go. Maybe I could climb down. I also need... Actually, maybe if I just sit here for just a second. Nope. Okay, he moved his arm in an awkward way. Come on. Nope. His arm keeps getting right in the way of where I want to be. Oh, I can maybe climb up here. Here we go. Oh boy. There we are. Ah, it's around the other side. Okay, good. Okay, hopefully this will be a bit more stable. Gosh, he's almost trying to crush me here. Crush me with his abs. Alright. Yeah, this spot is a lot easier to get to, but I suspect it'll disappear once I've gotten a certain amount of damage out of it. Actually, I mean, this one I can actually just hang out. I can just stand on this little platform here. Just keep getting as much stamina back as I need. Alright, let's just hang on. Okay. And so one thing that I remember people discussing about this game was the idea of, what if this game had no HUD? Like, this game is so strong in terms of giving you visual cues in the world of things like, oh, you hold up your sword to tell you where to go, you don't have a map, it's just, or there's no like imaginary arrow that the character can't see telling you where to go, there's an actual in-world reason navigating you. And so what if you had a similar idea, what if you had a similar idea with some other stuff? Gosh, I was hanging there for a second. And I mean, the obvious UI elements that you need to take care of are the Titan's health, and the grip meter, and I suppose your health as well. And some of those are tricky things to solve. I think the Titan's health you could kind of get away with if you maybe color coded the weak points. Like maybe say they started off blue and then they, gosh, jump really high. Like maybe they start off blue and then they go green and then yellow and red and stuff. But I mean that would be functional. But that would also take away from the aesthetics of the game to a certain extent. Like, this game is very grey and brown and sort of pale blue in its aesthetic, and so having, I mean, the Titans have those, Titans' eyes glow orange, I think, when you hit them. Gosh, my character just keeps on grabbing way too high up. He does have quite a jump on him. So maybe that wouldn't work. Maybe that's not such a good idea. But you know, something like that. Or maybe as a weak point takes damage, it gradually grows smaller. You know, like I understand that you do need to convey the information of how much damage have you done to the Colossus, because you know, think how frustrating this would be if there was no, like, I've been stabbing this guy for, gosh, it must be like 20 minutes now, and there's no indication of how near or far away I am from finishing. I'm just gonna chill out for a second and just get my grip back. Oh, I think this one might be there. That one is done. Okay. All right. So now, how do I get back to where I was before without falling off? Let's see. Can I get onto that? I mean, I can climb up here. I don't think I can climb over that collar directly above me, but maybe I can jump back onto the arm if it's positioned correctly. Let's see. Well, first of all, I need to be holding on. Let's wait for him to stop shaking. God, he's got like elephant skin back here. Come on. Okay, that didn't work. Almost, but not quite. It might almost be easier to just go back down to the bottom and start over, but I feel like I can... Oh, actually, I could probably just jump this if I'm careful. I mean, that's one of the things about game design is frequently these days, you know, you have games that have all kinds of different... Oh, wow. These games which have all kinds of different abilities, and this game doesn't have a huge number, but something that's like a challenging game design problem is teaching the player how to use advanced techniques. Things like say a wall jump, for example. Something which it's not super complicated to do, but it's not, if you've never done a wall jump before, it's not necessarily intuitive. And so the only way you can design puzzles around that is by being sure that the player understands the principle and it can also execute on it. And so very frequently you'll have games which basically require the player to do something before they can proceed. Guacamelee is a really good example of this. Like Guacamelee, which I finished fairly recently, I have not been paying attention to my grip meter at all. I've screwed that up really badly. Okay. Sorry, I was I was chatting too much. But no, so Guacamelee, which I completed very recently, it has a whole bunch of different abilities, and it, like, towards the end of the game, it requires a lot out of the player in terms of execution. And so in order to make sure that the player understands the principles of the abilities and then can actually execute on them in a pinch, it requires some very subtle design. And so this game, Shadow of the Colossus, doesn't have a lot of abilities, but the way that the character moves is very flexible, and there are actually a bunch of things that you can do. Things like the backwards wall jump, where you're hanging on to something, and then you jump in a particular direction. Gosh, that was close. You jump in a particular direction. I need to hang on to the edge here. I can't climb through this, can I? Okay, come on, come on, come on. There we go. And so yeah, things like how do you teach the player those principles and those advanced techniques? Like already, just by the nature of experimentation, I've discovered a few things which the game hasn't told me explicitly, but I'm kind of already getting them. Like, my sword glows a different color. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I think it might be some kind of indication of, oh, you're on the right track. This isn't a weak point that I'm pointing to, but you're doing okay. You should keep going this way. Or this is something that's important. It's not a weak point for the monster. That's reserved for like the blue color, but the yellow color is an indication that you're like, this is something that you should pay attention to, or that you're in the right place. Jeez. I need to get onto the shoulders so I can rest a bit more, because I really don't feel like falling off again. That would be bad. All right, come on. Okay, that was a good hit. That's like the teaching the player mechanics via level design is definitely one of the things I find most interesting about game design. Okay, that did no damage at all. I guess I just missed. Come on, right in the middle. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, one more. There we go. Whew. Well, these battles are certainly starting to take longer. That's a camera angle. Oh, I can actually move the camera in these views a little bit. I think the camera might be inside the Colossus there, but never mind. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting over the course of this video series seeing how... yes, I would like to save. I am going to save in a different save slot. I have decided that doing the single save is not a good idea. It's going to be interesting over the course of this video series, just exploring the idea of, okay, what did I learn this time, and now that the game knows that I can do that, how is it going to like throw something new at me? How is it going to spin that in a different way to challenge me further? Alright, 3 shadows and 1 less statue. We'll just get a little preview of what's coming up in the next episode here. The next foe is in the land of the vast green fields, rows of guiding graves. Okay. It is giant indeed, but fearful it is not. Okay. Well, there we go. So I think that's going to do it for episode 3 of Jam Enslaver Plays Shadow of the Colossus. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, then make sure to subscribe. I created a Facebook page very recently, so go to facebook.com/Jam Enslaver if you want to follow along, maybe chat to some other people who like the videos, and yeah, just show your support for the videos. So thanks everyone, and until next time, goodbye.